Hi, hello, and welcome to the Counselor Show, brought to you by. Okay, we're gonna do a daily tarot buffet, brought to you by Vertex. I have a deck out for other readings, so it's gonna be a little bit more intense, and it's around the ninth house. Excuse me, perdón, mi scusi. It's around the 10th house because during Aries season, when the moon is transiting the sign of Capricorn, we're dealing with the 10th house event. So this is basically our view towards the world, how the world sees us, our reputation. It's also the legacy that we're working on, whether it's family planning or some type of general theme of our entire life. Basically, what we're putting out and giving to the world. It's also like authority. So it is how we're judged, it's how we're seen, kind of like the view from the outside in. Like, if, for instance, if we lived in a glass house and people looked at our house, what would they see on the inside? This is what the 10th house represents. But again, it's from the outside looking in. And um, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer just to clean up the energy. Yeah, okay, well, we have the cards already, so I should just be quiet. Um, because I just with this deck, we get a lot of brujeria, strigeri benederia, santeria. We get a lot of, witchcraft, and I don't want that for the daily tarot buffet. It's not how it's designed. We have um, the Judgment card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Eight of Cups. So again, hi, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for your continued support. It's a delight and an honor to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. If anything resonates deeply with you, there's always like the information in the show notes or the about section, or like um, the description box. You might have to click through if you're on another platform to the video. There's always the option of like double timing the speed if the reading's a little long or a little slow. And then, and also, more often than not, there's like a summary of what we discussed today. We don't always have one, but if you look in the show notes, there'll be the Hamza hands. Between them will be either a link to the extended, if there is one, which this one won't, or the, pardon, the summary. There'll be a link to the summary of the extended. Okay. So the overall energy, as we're gathered here today for the Daily Tarot Buffet with the transiting moon in the sign of Capricorn during Aries season, so that's the 10th house event, it will be the Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, the Eight of Cups. Again, I repeat, the overall reading is 4 cards: Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, Empress, Eight of Cups. Everything else will further define this energy. The Judgment is about an awakening. It's a shout out, a call out, ring the alarm, push the button, an alert of some kind. So this is typically a decision coming down from the divine. It also could just be a revelation that's far sweeping. It's not shocking like other cards would be. This card is like I'm getting a lot. So this is just an illumination, an awakening, an announcement of some kind. It also brings in alignment our eternal soul. The Nine of Pentacles is about, you know, self-worth and value, what we're deserving. It also sometimes can refer to the Midas touch, but it's really more here about building ourselves up from the inside out, working on what we know we deserve. The Empress is about some kind of energy of Highly blessed, favored, chosen, anointed. It's nurturing and creativity. Eight of Cups. That's moving to higher ground. It can be a pilgrimage. It can be aligning with spiritual concepts, principles, even learning about our spirituality. Oftentimes, a pilgrimage or maturing, it's withdrawing, leaving something behind, moving forward, moving to a higher vibration, essentially. Now, with the Judgment and the Eight of Cups, it also brings in Shiva energy. I'll put that out there. And it's also saying that over the last week or so, we've been coming into, this also says like we're like a powerful energy. We're like a, I'm gonna use this language, a woman of power. Now, some of us watching this video are men. So it could say that we have a very powerful, nurturing or creative energy. If okay, 85% of the audience is female. I just want to say we may have, for the men watching, we may have a very powerful, nurturing or creative energy. A lot of people don't know this, but womb means more than just the birth canal. Yes, a womb for a female bodied individual is in the genitalia, which means conception. But for a male, for masculine energy, it's the third eye, which means inception. So it's just more for the mystical for those interested. Now, yeah, we're moving forward up to higher ground. We've already worked on our connection with the divine. We've gotten word about that. We've stepped into alignment with that. I'm going to make the cards kind of slanted here so okay, they can join us. I've got to know what this is talking about. This Judgment and the Empress. We did something. We finished something. We put something to bed, and now we're moving forward. Something is not going to work the same way it used to. Something. I know these cards are slanted. I'm going to sit how I'm sitting. We put something to bed. We overcame it, la di da, yada yada. It doesn't have the same effect. Eight of Cups. We've moved on, moved forward. We've almost like withdraw our energy. It's not that we left something in the past, is we left something behind at a lower vibration because it was causing a resentment. So the thing that we did was we married God. And it's not that that doesn't happen, but we were a little bit more intentional about it. Now, we might have gone through an initiation with or without our knowing, but it would have been more Shiva, not Vishnu. Let's go move on here. Two of Wands, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, 10 of Wands. Yeah, so we definitely entered into a relationship with divine. Here it's been called a partnership of some kind instead of a union, which would be a double ace. We have a double two. A pair of twos talks about partnership versus a pair of aces talking about union. You know, when I clarify these twos here, what I'm getting is that this other side, if there is one, they're wounded or they're healing from some kind of wound because there were boundaries, restrictions, regulations. I don't feel we were second guessing. I honestly feel like we were being protected because there was some strategy, Seven of Pentacles. Something around us had an agenda, a motive. They were operating in some kind of way that would have been disadvantageous for us, or they were withholding some type of information with the intention to future manipulation. That's what I'm getting. Because we were on a burden, 10 of Wands. This thing that we left behind, we needed to because we were carrying some kind of energy or someone I'm feeling. There's also some kind of connection or union here. We're carrying a flame or some kind of niggle in our skittle, or there's something bothering us that we can't let go of right now. 10 of Wands. With the Knight of Cups, 9 of Cups, Fool card, Knight of Wands. We might be trying to, even though we have that 10 of Wands energy there, we keep coming back trying to work something out or trying to finish something. And what it's giving us is it's giving us new love, new divine access. We have the hotline to the Lord, essentially, 2 of Cups. It literally means you can call God. You can dial a prayer as the 2 of Cups. You have the direct hotline to the divine. Yeah, so something started like a week or so ago, and it's building up slowly. Knight of Pentacles, and there's clarity here. King of Swords. So this energy makes us feel like the golden goose. What is this, Bhudevi? When I'm feeling like all of that Shakti energy and it's earthbound, it's like Bhudevi, Prakriti. It's technically, since we're doing Shiva here, not Vishnu, it's Parvati, but remember what I said, creative, nurturing energy? We don't have the world card here, we have the judgment card. So instead of it being like the great goddess, the great mother, it's more specified here. Because remember I was saying we have this revelation judgment card, and it's more wide sweeping than it is shocking. Well, the shocking revelation would be the Tower or the Three of Swords. Excuse me. Let me mute for a second. So something here happened where there was a moving forward. And there's something in our life that doesn't align with everything that the divine wants for us, the plan that's there. And listen, once we're guided by faith, not by sight, the universe does kind of order our steps. Jesus does take the will. And of course, we still have free will, but that's when we start to get punished or God gets a lick back or something like that. We have the Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. So there might have been some options or multiple experiences. There also is a little bit of energy of something being projected towards whatever we're connected to, person, place, or thing. On our end, we're very discerning, Queen of Swords. There's also a King of Swords here. With the Empress, it tells me that we are in union. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a filial union, romantic. It could be congenial, meaning business partner, friend, co-worker, something of that nature. But we're discerning. We're needing to discern. And we're a little bit more austere. We're not joyful, beautiful, bountiful, stepping into a double seven on the opposing side. And there's 3 queens here with, okay, so I was getting Vishnu energy, and no wonder. The judgment card is Shiva, the Fool card is Brahma, and then okay, and then we have the Hangman. So this is Trimurti. This is a message from Dattatreya, the god of gurus. Be right back. So this reading is Juicy McJuicy. The universe is so funny. She does that thing. Um, I did not want to use this deck, but I'm glad that I did. Although, if it's the Strigeri Benedelia deck, what that tells me is this. They've been going ham hog, hard headed, and crazy to get us, whatever that looks like, and whoever this they is, I don't actually care. Um, but it's not working. We have some kind of divine intervention, divine protection, because we keep stepping deeper into divinity, deeper into grace. What that is, what that looks like, again, I don't know. It's too many specificities. The general energy is that we're moving closer to the divine. Now, for some of us, we're very secular, even agnostic or atheist. So we don't have the exact language. For some of us, higher power is the law. For some of us, higher power is love. For some of us, higher power is just goodness. For others of us, higher power is nature. Not all of us are spiritually ordained practitioners from a lineage of healers or whatever or what have you. But each and every single one of us, almost all of us, we've taken a step deeper and closer towards higher power, towards grace, towards divinity. And it's done us really well. Okay, it's done us good. Okay, it's done us real good, real good. Okay, so what this is, I don't know. Cause we have three queens out. With the Empress, though, it's the same person. It's us. We have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So we're stable, we're nurturing, we're loving, we're caring, we have austerity, also some discernment, though. So we can do harsh things, hard things. We could deal with the harshness here with flair, even, meaning we work out of truth. And then we're also beloved in some kind of way. And that's right there with, so it's Sri Devi, it's Bhu Devi, and it's also Sati Devi. And I'm hearing the word Nilankanta, which basically means the devourer of poison, the remover of poisons. So it doesn't matter how toxic something is supposed to be. Ten of Wands was designed to ensnare and trap us and all of this compounded cascading cacophony of karma. It didn't work. It didn't actually work. They tried to bury us. They didn't realize we were a seed. They put her under all this pressure. They didn't understand we would come out like a diamond. They threw us to the wolves. They didn't realize we would come back leading the pack. They threw us out to the barbarians. They didn't understand that we were a savage. So something here profound and divine has happened where projection and root work and altars that were going 24/7 designed to divide and deride and diminish and dilute and distort and destroy and deject us from our life path, spirit, karma, destiny. It didn't work. We moved forward according to our drive, desires, passion, motivations. We moved forward according to practicability and stability. We moved forward according to authenticity, genuineness, and sincerity. It's funny because every single, well, I retract that statement. We have three knights and we have three queens. We also have a king and a queen, so there's a match. It's of swords, though. That means there's an estrangement here or some more strategy. Unless there's some kind of energy that matches in the chart, there's no stars, there's no lovers, there's no justice card here. So it's not an astrological match, it's something else, sentimentality. So with the Eight of Cups, I wonder, because it's saying having a hard time letting go. Strong emotions and feelings while thinking about memories. Infatuation. The other side is infatuated with us. So there's something attached to us that doesn't want to see us move on, move forward. And there's this energy here needing to break us so that we are easily or more approachable or accessible or something like that. And that's not the way. If you need to break somebody, if somebody's too much, it means you're not enough. If you need somebody to be small so that you feel big, that's not the thing. You know, some if you need to bully somebody else so that you feel powerful, that means you're weak. Some people are so stupid, all they have is advanced degrees. Some people are so messy, all they have is perfection. Some people are so poor, all they have is a bunch of money. Some people are so weak, all they have is a bunch of power. So that there's something here. It's pervasive in its nature. So here, I can say it this way. There's a little bit of an impasse. There's the need to see things from a different perspective. There's also surrender, let go, let God, surrender and sacrifice, hangman. It's clarified here by, on one hand, reaping and harvesting and sowing and investing and all that. On the other hand, it's some kind of street heavy energy because of the hangman here. The Queen of Cups talks about street heavy, but it could also be that our beloved nature, our soul that is beautiful and receives the unconditional love of the divine. There's something here where something's being discerned. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Something's being discerned because there's a trap lying in wait. It's like everything is kind of set there so that we'll stumble into something that really we won't do. Unfortunately, our energy's too high, or our grit is too strong, our stamina is too great. We're not falling for something. So again, Vertex Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and smash that like button. We'll be deliberating the findings today from Los Scarabeo around the correlative or corresponding energy, and that's the Veda Sibylla Daily Oracle. From Ripe Avocado for any pairing energy, we have the Minor Arcana from Cosmic Coven Tarot. That's by Lisa Lazenby. And from Etsy, we have Pop of Love Oracle by Vibe About It Tarot. That's for any type of matching or love energy. And then we'll be imposing the guidance. That's the overall basis reading from Liminal 11. This is the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sturl. Something's coming back, some type of smooth, easy, soft life. Something, though, has been guarding any type of, not things coming in, but messages just intuition coming in because there was something about us that was brand new, and they thought maybe they could get involved with this brand new. But we matured right in front of their eyes. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. There's no pages here. Again, la vecchia signora, that literally means the senior woman. We grew up right in front of their eyes. Something missed. Something got missed. And so now we're both kind of matured, trying to handle up. And I wonder if there should have been some kind of eyes saying where each other was, saying what was alive in us. Here's what I'm wanting, feeling, thinking, and needing. Instead, they were keeping the cards close to the chest. For what? Fear of loss? You can't really be rejected. That's an illusion. Sure, somebody can tell you no, but you're already at a no until you ask. And until you ask, you've rejected yourself. And this wasn't a quick thing, it was a slow crawl. With the Knight of Pentacles here, it was slow. With the Knight of Cups going along with the Nine of Cups, with the Knight of Pentacles going along with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. It was slow. You have the Knight of Wands with the Ten of Wands. There was something burden. We built ourselves up from the inside out, period, point blank, end of story. Some of the reasons why we hold things to the chest is because we possess a lot and people might not be able to fathom or hold that. Yeah, when people know really what we can do, it creates some sneaky. So there might be some kind of energy here where there's a boss or an authority or any kind of energy that's judging us. It doesn't need to be any of those adjectives I just used, those nouns I just used. There's an energy here that's judged us. We don't know that they have a close bond, a close affinity to us. Empress, Two of Cups, they love us. They feel bonded to us. The thing here is with the King of Swords and the Judgment card, there's absolute authority. So one thing that is sure to me is that there's going to be opportunities to make a stride forward, but they're going to come probably at the worst moment when we're feeling exposed. Tower. Usually I'd look at that as other things, but everything is kind of right here, except things aren't moving as they should because there's feelings. We're not talking about our feelings. And it doesn't have to be love, although love is here. We have the Two of Cups with the Empress. That's love. Unfortunately, I don't see any male energy in terms of love. And the one time that I do, it's an estrangement. It's the King of Swords. So this King of Swords has deep feelings. And they're suffering in silence, not doing anything about it because of options or choosing to go towards this. There's something here that's really well hidden, but it's in broad daylight. It's right there in front of us. And again, this could be job or it could be romance, because even if it's a boss, they would choose us every time. So for whatever reason, they couldn't. It could have been money, and it's a not a no. It's a not right now with the Two of Swords. Is what I'm getting. because these are times where you need to find a way to make it through. This card here means there's something contrived. It's not as authentic, real, genuine, sincere as we'd like it to be. What is this Queen of Swords, Two of Swords? It's talking about discernment. Yeah, we might need to share our affections, our affinity, even if we really want a role, we really want a relationship. We need to say what that is. 'Cause it seems like we're going along to go along. We're going along to get along, and this thing keeps coming to our door, and we need to actually say that we want it. Because, destiny doesn't usually visit the same man twice. If it does, it's ordained, it's spiritually ordained. Let's go into these pairings. We have three queens. What is that about? So this could be some confusion, Seven of Cups, an illusion, a mirage, a facade. It's it's very clear that there's a relationship here, Four of Wands. There's some kind of union. Right now, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, we're estranged. I heard a narrative about when this does come back around. There's a conversation about acknowledging something. And we have two knights here sandwiching this Two of Cups. Oop. Okay, and this knight just flew at me. It's the slowpoke one, King of Pentacles, meaning there's been many delays. But we have also the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands. So you know what that means? Soulmate twin flame. What's up with all these sevens, please? We just have a double seven. Eight of Swords can mean second guessing. So there's love here, Ace of Cups. With this other side, the environment surrounding location doesn't know what to do. Honestly, we're putting out some type of stimuli which people don't understand. We seem too detached, and navigating our energy is very confusing to people. But they're trying to respond instead of, they're trying to react instead of respond. Instead of figuring out how we tick to say the right thing, how about you just say what's real for you? How about you just be your authentic self? And that'll either jive or it won't. It'll either attract or repel. What's for you will not pass you by unless you're not coming out to play. So we have three twos, a triple two here. Something wants to get underway, but there's eyes on. When you have three twos, it means there's a third party. Doesn't always mean the bad thing without the Three of Swords. It could mean that somebody else's advice is being taken into effect with whatever union that we have. Because this third party is trying to kill this Ten of Swords. They're trying to cancel it out. And it's left us in a disappointed position. When the truth comes, it's going to hurt. And behind us is some type of commitment. But right now, in the very present, this is very lukewarm, tepid, and placid. It's not going anywhere. It's almost as if there's a rejection. Okay, so Page of Cups, receiving messages of affection, also being innocent. Here's the Three of Swords I was looking for, which is the third party triangulation. But this energy has left this party that we're connected to, whether it's a job or a lover, it's left them out in the cold. They're stripped. They have this pessimistic thinking. And see, we would be the sanctuary that they need, Six of Cups, but for whatever reason, something's not being said. Okay, so what's with this triple knight? So we have 3 pairs of 3. We have a triple queen, we have a triple 2, we have a triple knight. Okay, there's a convergence, but it's supposed to be at the right time because this third party is really actually petty or boring or basic or karmic. And this energy that we're connected to is actually on high ground for some reason. But all we need is access. It feels like that's the thing we haven't been provided, and it's going to come in very suddenly. So it's been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything that was said resonates deeply with you, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. This was a reading about a delay to something coming together and opening. Right now, there's been a lot of perspective building in the background, a lot of truth being revealed, but while we're isolated and alone, not while we're together and unified with this energy, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. Things are going to speed up at another time once our soul is ready. So there's something that's lying in wait here. And again, it could be a boss, it could be a job. I mean, it could be a job or a lover. So if it is a lover, it's a public couple. They're in the public eye. Just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return the resplendent grace of the divine unconditional love in universal oneness. Ho'oponopono, we love you, we're sorry, please forgive us, thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption this time. May you be well, may we all be healthy, may we all be at peace, may we all receive everything we ever wanted, starting with what we deserve. Until we meet again, namaste, dandava, and ashe. Go ahead and smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.